Alright, time for my round 2 match of this month's MSEM GP. Playing Esper Caylin against Dravos, who is on Temur ramp. And this starting hand is actually, yeah, it's pretty good. I keep this. I'm hoping to draw into useful stuff later on. But since they're a ramp deck, it's likely that they'll end up with more lands than I do. And they're even on the play, so yeah. Although they're actually not running Nitrous Renewer, so can't spell correctly. But yeah, like they're on a version without Nitrous Renewer, so it's a lot less likely for them to have more lands than me on early turns. I mean, they're a ramp deck, so and they're even on the Verdant Sanctuary version, which uses Verdant Sanctuary plus stuff that gives them extra land drops to get more lands into play. So it's very likely that they'll end up having more lands than I do, which means that I can get the trigger off Unbound Expanse. But yeah, seems like they're starting. So if they have a turn 1 Primal, then yeah, they have turn 1 Primal Resurgence. I actually don't have that many answers early, unfortunately, with this hand at least. And they have turn 1 Primal. Yep, that might be a problem. I'm actually not sure what Dawnhill can fetch that would stop them from ramp, like if they get a good early ramp line going. Well, anyways, nothing for me to do here but to, I guess, draw cards and hope to find stuff that answers their things. So I actually can't stop a turn 2 Paleweaver Alexa going off either, because I kept the hand without much interaction. Dawnhill can actually fetch me Deadly Harpoon, which will shoot down something. So if, like, I guess if they get an extra land to play this turn somehow, which I don't think they can do. Well, no, they can go like Drubaji extra land from hand, and that will get me Dawnhill into Unbound Expanse. Or I mean, Unbound Expanse to Dawnhill, and then that I guess gets me Deadly Harpoon, and then I hope that Harpoon plus 2 Unbound Expanses is enough for me able to deal with everything that they have. I mean, all the Unbound Expanse blinks will give me some extra draws off the globe, so maybe it's not that bad, but I'd much prefer a hand that had Beyond the Veil, because then I can actually start dealing with stuff. Okay, Paleweaver Alexa. But yeah, like if they start going nuts with Paleweaver, I can't really do anything about that. I guess like if I top deck Beyond the Veil, I don't think it's worth using on Paleweaver right now. I think it's still better to just go with my original plan of Unbound into Dawnhill, fetch up the thing. And Wayfarer Shrine. That's not ideal. I don't really need lands right now, but I guess if that's what I'm going to get, then I can't do anything about that. So plains, and that also turns off State Tundra. I guess I do this. Grab Deadly Harpoon. I do have slightly more. I mean, like I do have 4 mana going to next turn, which is not nothing, I guess. If they decide to ramp again, I guess I can go Unbound Expanse, land drop, State Tundra, and then that gets me up to 5 mana for next turn. So, like I can, yeah, Unbound Expanse, Deadly Harpoon, shoot down Alexa or Druvadia or whatever else they put in. They can have 6 mana this turn, which means that they put in Layer and Alpha, and I literally can't deal with that because I'm not very good with dealing with wide boards when I'm this far behind. But if they have nothing else, I guess I can slowly shoot it down. I'm certainly not super happy right now. I guess they're playing Druvadia right now. If they have Field Tender, that's also really bad for me. Okay, they have Field Tender, so they're about to get a bunch of 1/1s that I can't deal with efficiently. But I mean, on the bright side, I guess Unbound Expanse will be active for a bit longer. Not that I really care about that right now. So does that mean I need to shoot down Field Tender first? I'm not sure about that. Well, I definitely need to shoot down both of these guys eventually, somehow. And they've Crumbling Shrine to Crumbling Shrine, okay. Not using Field Tender right now for some reason. Guess they want to get the Crumbling Shrines to play while they have the chance to. And okay, yeah, they're making the guys. Making a lot of guys. Another Pale Weaver. Okay, sure. I guess that's like fine-ish. If they want to just spend all their stuff on extra Pale Weavers, I guess that's like... Well, if they have Roba, I'm just dead. I'm hoping they don't have Roba. If I make it through turn, then at least I get to untap with 2 Unbound Expand. Wait, what? Did they get the full... I'm not sure what happened there. Wait, were they... I think they're exploring the Pale Weaver? Okay, I see, that's what's happening. So they didn't do anything from Graveyard, which is interesting because, like, I would have been more than happy to start playing out stuff from Graveyard because it doesn't take up resources from hand. And that's another mana source. And this is annoying. Okay, so Deadly Harpoon, shoot something down. Do I have enough do I have the right colors for that? Yeah, tap these guys, unbound expands. Yeah, I have the right colors for everything. And I guess I have to shoot down Pedal Weaver right now, because Pedal Weaver can just minus to get something back. I mean, I can shoot down Field Tender. Maybe that's better. Yeah, maybe they run out of resources if I shoot down Field Tender. I think I'll try doing that. And also extra, like it actually punishes them for not playing stuff from graveyard. But yeah, so Unbound Expanse. Sure, let's preserve life, I guess. Shoot down Field Tender. Response? What, crack Mysterious Cataract? Yeah, I guess that's something they can do. So I guess that's a better reason to shoot down Field Tender right now when they don't have anything going right now. So if they also have like, if they have Rova or Tyrant Tributes in hand, I'm pretty much just dead. But there wasn't much I could have done about that either ways, because I just didn't get the right cards in my starting hand, because I decided to keep a hand that had a bunch of card draw and not enough answers. Okay, they just let that thing die. So there's 3/1/1s that are going to be bashing me over time. Hopefully that doesn't matter too much. Yeah, I pass. So I'm really hoping for Unbound Expanse plus Deadly Harpoon to do work here. And the first Unbound Expanse activation will actually make another planes due to my opponent having more lands than I do, right? 1, 5. I have 4, so if I play out another land and they don't, I don't get the bonus planes. Not sure how much the bonus planes matters right now, because we're sort of at this point where I really need actual stuff instead of just card draw and lands. So if I don't get anything useful next, if I don't draw anything useful, I play out Terraformer's Globe, play out Dawnhill. They have, if this is later on alpha, I'm in very big trouble. Okay, it is later on alpha, and yeah, this is not looking good for me. So what can I do here? I need Deadly Harpoon to shoot down Leyran. But these guys are get pretty big. I have no good ways to wipe the board, so I'm kind of 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I'm kind of at the mercy of, if I get Caylin out, like if I draw Caylin and then do some Caylin shenanigans, maybe, and they don't get anything useful, maybe I can like somehow get out of this. But I'm not really seeing it. And I guess they're getting back Field Tender. Okay, and do I get anything useful? Oh, well, that's a really late Sailson. So can I do anything useful with that? Sailson, grab Marble Rod. Wait, I think that might actually get me somewhere. So I get to Rod twice this turn, or do I get to Rod twice or 3 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They still only have 5 lands for some reason. So I can Sailson, grab Marble Rod, activate Unbound Expanse, get another land, and then play out the land afterwards, and that gets me somewhere. Like, that's probably the best thing I can be doing right now, even though really not looking that great. But yeah, I need Leyran Alpha off the board, and I need a bunch of these tokens off the board. And doing that is probably the best way to do it. And then I guess I grab a discard rod to start knocking stuff out of my opponent's hand. I mean, I can also grab Long Forgotten, but I don't think that's useful right now. So like, I just grab 2 things off Sailson and then hope that gets there. I can grab both Marble Rods, and then that actually clears their board pretty quickly. Although the problem is that now they have stuff in hand. Well, I'm going to be drawing a bunch of cards off this. Yeah, this is just kind of annoying to play right now. But yeah, I think I need to grab Marble Rod to not die, and then grab another Marble Rod to not die. But yeah, so Rod, and start rodding these guys. And I guess I have to bounce now. Blows up Leyran, rods away that thing. I guess they swing into, I minus Caylin again, grab another rod, get rid of that thing, and then they swing into Caylin. I bounce everything again and rod the remaining board state. And then the turn afterwards, I guess I grab the discard rods. I guess that's a line. I guess I'll go for it. So Unbound Expanse makes a thing. I guess I need to put these guys on the stack first though. So another rail line. Seriously, how am I getting so many rail lines? Well, in that case, I guess I do want to preserve my life somewhat, so I'll play the swamp back out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think I need to care about rail lining right now. And then I need to settle minus to grab the rod, right? Yeah. Like, if I make it through a turn, then I guess I can start grabbing discard rods, and then, maybe I don't care. How much do I care about my life total? Because I'm bouncing these guys, I kill that, I bounce that. I'm still getting whacked down quite a bit, but I think, yeah, I guess I think I care way too much about my life total right now, so I will grab the other rod and start doing rod stuff. And yeah, so that was my turn. It actually turned out pretty decently, or at least way better than I expected. If they drop Tyrant, I'm still dead, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they can drop Tyrant if like they get. Well, no, one of their cards is not a Tyrant or a land, so they definitely can't drop Tyrant this turn. They could still drop Roba, which would be a huge problem for me. Let's just get this in. Yeah, like they can still drop a Roba the Flesh Reaver, hardcast, and that would be a huge problem because I think that forces me to harpoon it instead of Alexa. I mean, like if Cell makes it through a turn, I might just grab the discard rod and start discard rodding them. The problem again is that I don't really have I need to hope to draw into something useful. Like I've already drawn a bunch of lands, so maybe I actually do start drawing into useful stuff later on. But like if they drop Rova, they have access to Field Tender and Friends at instant speed. Actually, do I Deadly Harpoon the Alexa over Rova? No, because Rova untaps all their lands, and then they get to just recast it if I bounce it with Marble Rod. So yeah, I need to. If they drop Rova, I need to Deadly Harpoon it, and then I guess Alexa just gets it back. It's problematic, but whatever. It seems like they're not going Rova though, so that's a good sign. Secret Elizabeth. Oh, okay, that's one of the least scary things I could see right now, because that doesn't really do much. And I don't think my opponent has that many land drops or may. No, they have Field Tender from hand. They can Field Tender and get a bunch of more land plays, which means I do have to, like if they play Field Tender, I think I have to activate, I have to crack Unbound Expanse. Do I blow up Alexa right now? Actually, okay, well, I guess I'm just doing it now then. So I need to blow up Alexa, get rid of these guys. So they still get one land play off this thing, which becomes 2 tokens, but at least that's better than what the alternative is. And I get to draw 1 off Terraformer's Globe, which gets me a Witch's Invocation, which would have been a lot more useful if I actually had stuff in hand to play with it. But yeah, now I'm actually suddenly in a decent position because I don't think they can kill Settle this turn, so I get to untap with Settle on. I probably end up. Well, I can minus for Long Forgotten, but that actually might be the best thing to grab. I can also minus to grab a discard rod. Actually, that gets rid of the last card in hand. Yeah, maybe that's better. Minus the yeah, but then they get Secret Elizabeth going, so yeah, I don't think that's better. But yeah, they get they're still playing it tapped. Interesting. So let's see what I draw. Another land. Is there anything I want to do with my mana that doesn't involve using Terraformer's Globe this turn? No, I think I have to Terraformer's Globe first. Oh, okay, well that's convenient. So Selson is probably going to die this turn, and there's not much I can do to prevent that, so I might as well try to get as much value off of it as I can. It means that I'm probably fetching Long Forgotten and just hoping that Field Tender doesn't run away with the game. So I guess yeah, I always Death Pit's trophy here, so I guess I should always attack first then. Is there anything useful to be doing with my mana? I can Witch's Invocation. The Witch's Invocation downhill that leads up 2 mana, which I want to use one of for Death Pit's trophy. That means I'm equipping stuff. I might want to actually I think I might want to main phase it downhill just so I can get some equipment onto it. In which case I'm probably not equipping Caylin, probably not equipping Telson, so I'm just going to swing here. And they take. So yeah, I Death Pit trophy them, and they pitch last card Forest. Is there anything interesting to do here? No, not really. So then I guess I need to play out Dawnhill and then equip it with 2 things. I can equip it with 3 things, which makes it pretty hard to kill. I don't think there's like any reason to Witch's Invocation right now because I have literally nothing to do with it. Unless I top deck something off the Long Forgotten. You know what? I think I might, like, there's enough good top decks off Long Forgotten that I'm not going to, do things right. Or I'm just going to leave stuff up. Actually, so I still have a land drop remaining. I guess I'll use this to the rail line trick to get something untapped. Yeah. So I guess upkeep Long Forgotten away to fetch lands, which reduces the amount of gas that they can get off Field Tender, although they're still swinging at me. Oh, well, there's Caylin. So that's useful. Do I Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I can actually do the Caylin thing now. So flash in Caylin, flash in Witch's Invocation, pick up Death Pitch Trophy, play out Death Pitch Trophy, draw step block them. They can still, so they still can animate the Crumbling Shrines and start going to town that way, but that's significantly less bad for me than if they actually got like a good top deck. And now that I have Caylin up, okay, they discarded the last card, they discard Verdant Secretary, so they still can crack the clue, but if they do, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they still have access to 6 mana, so they can still top deck, or they can still draw and play Leyran, which would be a problem. Like I can block some of these guys. Well, actually, then I just pick up rods and start rodding them, and then that answers Leyran pretty handily. So next turn I can get rid of the Pale Weavers, and then that draws me another card. So hopefully that finds me something useful. If they animate the Crumbling Shrines and start attacking, I think it's probably worth killing. Yeah, I mean they can't attack past Caylin, so whatever they attack with, they need to sack something. Like they can both send it Zetos on, and that means I get to trade off, or I get to kill one of their things. Okay, it seems like they're just animating Crumbling Shrine now, which I'm more than happy with. And they're animating the small one first. Interesting. Well, I mean, I guess they're just full sending against Settleson to get rid of it. Like, I don't really care at this point. I just want their stuff off the board, which I can do very efficiently by just bouncing Deadly Harpoon. Like, it's not the most mana efficient way to blow up their stuff, but it is very effective at doing whatever that is. Okay, they're killing Settleson. Unfortunately, I can't protect Settle here, so it dies. This actually also puts in back a mana, which is important for any possible Time of Tribute top decks. Oh, and yeah, they probably should have done it post combat. So how do I kill everything? Like, because I don't have enough, I don't have enough Caylin activations to actually kill everything that I want to. So I think I need to get rid of Seeker before Dravos gets their third clue and it flips a Time of Tributes or something. So that's probably priority number 1. Do I need to leave Caylin back? I mean, they can't really threaten me. Downhill comes down and blocks something else, so that's useful. I don't think I actually have the time to deal with Field 10. Do I actually? No, do I care about discard locking them? Because they have all these clues right now, so they can just start sacking clues, and I don't get to discard lock them. Well, no, prevents Time of Tributes from coming down, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get to 8 if Field Tender survives. Field Tender sticks, so I don't think that's doing much. Yeah, I think I just pick up Deadly Harpoon and hope that it does stuff. And I think I have to, or no, I can kill Field Tender, and that actually puts them out. And then yeah, okay, yeah, that works out for me. Let's see what they block with here. And they're going to chump. Sure. So do this now. Blow up the Field Tender. I think I can probably afford to play this tapped. And yeah, I'll exile creatures. Yeah, I can exile creatures now and feel good about it. So I'll do that. And oh, nice, Beyond the Veil. And yeah, let's discard lock them. So, I mean, they can start cracking clues to protect their card in hand if they got something particularly good, but then that reduces the amount of mana they have, so it reduces the possibility that they get a really good top deck and try to slam it. And they're still thinking, okay, wait, did my opponent not crack Timber Range in response to me killing Field Tender? I don't remember. Okay, so the good news about this being a trigger, at least, is that if my opponent plays out their third land, I'm just going to Beyond the Veil Seeker in response, and that probably that shuts it off pretty nicely. Opponent does okay. They're going to pitch, Flora Expert. I guess they're just they're probably cracking clues looking for a land drop. But if they crack the clues, then that means that there's less. Okay, they're animating Crumbling Shrine again. It seems like, funnily enough, Beyond the Veil does not actually stop Crumbling Shrine because it. Oh no, it becomes like. How does I need to actually ask? But they're swinging now. But yeah, so I'm just asking the judge what happens if I try to Beyond the Veil this thing. Oh, it seems like it interacts favorably for me. Okay, well in that case, yeah, let's Beyond the Veil that thing. Not land anymore, so that thing gets exiled forever. What do I start bouncing now? So I can end of turn drop Downhill Forge Master and then probably equip it with something and start swinging. Yeah, just bounce Beyond the Veil, play it out, get rid of Seeker, and then upkeep Death Pit Trophy them. they have enough. They have Alexa, so that's my long forgotten fuel for the turn. I think at this point, like, yeah, they probably have to start cracking clues. If they start cracking clues, I guess I want to. Well, I don't actually have the chance to death pitch them multiple times. I think, like, yeah, if Seeker sticks around, I'm kind of forced to beyond it. Or no, does Downhill just kill? They play out Downhill. They have Chumpers though, so yeah, I don't think I have a kill lined up. But play out Downhill, shoot it up, and start swinging with it, and it probably kills it. Like, it probably kills my opponent in a few turns. So yeah, I'll do that. Upkeep. I don't want to draw more lands, so I'll fetch now. Get Arctic Mine out of my deck. I might actually need more blue sources than anything else, but whatever. Okay, I draw another land. At least I'm like winning right now, so it feels less bad to draw lands. But yeah, like I need to get Seeker Elizabeth out of here and do. Okay, they only have 4 mana left after cracking, so it's fine. So pick up Beyond the Veil. Yeah, play out Beyond the Veil, get rid of Seeker Elizabeth. What can I suit up right? How much can I suit up to Dawnhill? So like Deadly Harpoon, Rod, Deadly Harpoon, Rod, and I think having 3 mana up is probably good enough for anything I need to do. Yeah. And yeah. See, does shooting this thing up more affect the clock? I don't think so. I'm just going to swing like this. I mean, they're going to trump one of these guys. And they're probably trump Forge Master, so they go down to 9 and I kill them next turn. And sure, I guess I play out a land. So I exile Planeswalkers this time. See if I get anything useful here. Another Caylin. Okay, well, they're going to fetch now. I guess to get them slightly better draws. Not that it really matters because I'm just going to discard it. And oh, let's see what they discard this time. They discard Seeker Elizabeth. Okay, it seems like they weren't even trying to protect it with clue cracking. Well, I mean, now they certainly need to start cracking clues. Did they not crack clues last time? Like, last turn they had mana up to crack clues, right? They, like, trying super hard to get 3 clues for Seeker Elizabeth? Okay, well, now they're cracking clues. So it might be a little too late. So they have 3 mana available, or 4 mana available, which means that they have... I don't think they have anything that can break the board state. Also, like, they're pretty low on removal in general, right? So they can't actually... I don't think they can actually deal with Caylin with this amount of mana. And yeah, they cracked the other clue. Unless they have a 2-drop that they can... Yeah, they're just dead. Cool. I guess that worked out for me. Rep. Yeah, but like, I don't think you would... Actually, no, if you started cracking clues earlier, you probably could have resolved the Leyran Alpha, which would have definitely got my life total pretty low, but I still think I probably would have been able to deal with it. Anyways, post board, what do I want? So they are a Recall Forgotten Aeon stack, but I feel like Labor Ambitions is slightly less good here, just because they're like not on the full RFE plan. I mean, they are on the full RFE plan, but they have a backup plan, and they also have Alexa to get back stuff from Graveyard. I definitely bring in Lawsuit Dreams here because I need hard counters in the late game. Hermetic Meditation, I mean, it deals with Alexa. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. I can't tell. What do I cut? Rod was really good there too. Not sure what I cut. Do I cut Dawnhill? Like, Dawnhill was MVP that game, but maybe I trim the Chronicles. Yeah, sure, I guess I do that. Actually, maybe I want something else. No, I think this configuration is pretty good for what I want. I already decided that we're not doing Labor Ambitions here, so if I don't have Labor, I guess Kernel Quarantine, which could answer pretty big boards for my opponent, but like you've seen from last time, I don't need Kernel Quarantine to answer big boards. I just need to get some rods plus a Deadly Harpoon to start shooting stuff down. I'm actually really glad that I added Deadly Harpoon into the deck because, like, if I didn't have Deadly Harpoon there, I don't think I would have been able to deal with the Leyran Alpha. Because it's too expensive for Beyond the Veil to get rid of, and I really don't want to be bouncing it. So yeah, like a weakness of the deck is expensive threats, because my removal doesn't answer it, but Deadly Harpoon makes it so that at least expensive creatures and planeswalkers get blown up. I'm still dead to like expensive enchantments. Like for example, the modules. I can't deal with the modules, so I just have to win before they like start doing stuff. And my opponent, well, they said that it's least intelligent sideboard decision, but I mean they're not going above 60 cards, so that's already a huge plus. This hand is very interesting. So I can't stop the turn 1 Cosmic, or I can't stop the turn 1 Primal, but I can't stop anything they do after that, and I can start Death Pit Trophying to try to harass their hand size. Is this keepable? Like, this seems really risky, but I think I'll risk. Like, I think I'll keep it because it will lead to very interesting play, and very interesting game, depending on how this plays out. If they have turn 1 Primal though, like that. So best case scenario for me is that they turn 1 Primal into a 3-drop and then Cosmic Synchro that thing. Okay, they have turn 1 Primal. Let's see if I get... Oh, Witch's Invocation. Okay, I suddenly have a lot better... So I think I need to play this untapped because I really do not want to... I really don't want to be doing blue because then, yeah, so this needs to be untapped, which kind of hurts, but whatever. So this is probably fetching blue-black, and then this is fetching what? Okay, this is... The mana's not going to work out this game. So I guess I actually need to hope to draw another land that gets that gets my mana going. But yeah, I guess this needs to fetch black because and then this fetches white. Or no, this fetches white, this fetches black. I have more uses for single whites than single blacks though, so maybe this does fetch blue-black. Oh, I guess I need to make the decision now. Is Xenoflora expert? No, if they have Ramsey, then that's no, it's Pale Weaver. Well, I can't counter that, so I have to let it resolve. If it's Pale Weaver into another 2-drop, then like if it's Pale Weaver into Ramsey, I'm more than happy to counter the Ramsey. Seeker, is that important for me to deal with right now? I mean, I am like technically I am trying to fight on hand size, but Pale Weaver minuses to you know what? Like I've already committed to making this play, so I guess I kind of have to go for it. Yeah, sure, I guess. I don't love this line, but whatever. They still got their Pale Weaver into play, which is I think the thing that they care most about right now. Okay, well, at least I get to do end of turn Witch's Invocation if they don't do anything super impactful, which I'm really hoping that I get to do. Because then that suddenly lets me end of turn Rail Line, which means that I can actually fix my mana now. Because otherwise I want to hold up mana on my opponent's turn, but Rail Line doesn't let me do that because I need to Rail Line on my main phase, and that bounces one of my lands, so I need to spend a mana right away. I mean, like, it's still fine if I have to go for that. I just Rail Line, can't keep up Cosmic after that. Yeah, never mind. Field 10, okay, so yes, this definitely needs to get countered because I really do not want them to have Field Tender plus Art plus Alexa going. So that does mean that the Rail Line problem will come up, but hopefully they don't have anything else going. They can minus Pale Weaver to get Field Tender back, and then I guess that means I counter it again next turn, assuming I get an untap land. Actually, no, they only have 2 cards in hand. I can just double Death Pit Trophy, and then we're assuming that yeah, the mana works out if I use the Rail Line to bounce the Murmuring Falls, and that dumps both. So that gets rid of their hand. So if they're getting back Field Tender, I think that's actually good for me because so now they're empty-handed. They minus Alexa, bring back Field Tender. No, they're getting back a land. Interesting. And they dump Leyran Alpha. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess they have a really good last card in hand or something. In which case, yeah, more than oh well, there we go. I need double white, but that makes my mana bad. Or no, it works out, right? So this is fetching. This fetches white, and then I don't think I ever need any. Or I need black blue for Cosmic on 3, but I think Cosmic for 3 with 2 colors is still good enough where like I'm not completely stuck with Cosmic in hand if I do that. So yeah, I think I'll go for it. And I just have to hope that they don't get a good top deck, or no, they can Pale Weaver and get a good top deck that way. So no way of stopping that from happening, but whatever. Or how much do I care about I care enough about sale top decks where I'm willing to do this. So let's see what last card in hand you have. Oh wait, never mind. I can't Witch's Invocation now because of how I tapped. Yeah, so apparently I needed to Rail Line the Murmuring Falls in order to get the colors to work out for me. Discard Leyran. Okay, they can still Pale Weaver back a Leyran. 1, 2, 3, 5. But they can't do that and also cast something. So that's the most important part. And since I have literally nothing else to do with my mana this turn, I guess I just hard cast a Rail Line, which is not great, but whatever. So yeah, the right play there was to use Murmuring Falls, Death Pit Trophy them, realign back to Murmuring Falls, play Murmuring Falls, and then end of turn Witch's Invocation. So worst case scenario for me, they top deck something like a Field Tender or Verdant Sanctuary recall. Okay, that's also pretty bad, but significantly less bad because unless they draw into something like a Verdant Sanctuary. So good top decks include Terraformer's Glow because that makes my mana good. Sail Song would also be a nice top deck because I mean it's Sail Song. Weaver can minus to get back one of these. So if Dravos has exactly a land in hand right now, they can minus Pale Weaver to get back Field Tender and then play out Field Tender. And then now I have one turn to deal with either Field Tender or Pale Weaver before they go nuts with that combo. They're thinking about stuff again, I guess. They're going to... What? They're going to try to play C. Okay, I mean, sure, I guess. It might be a problem eventually. Like, yeah, it does give them cards eventually, but I feel like that's probably one of the least threatening things they could have brought up. Well, it does make Death Pit Trophy a lot worse, I guess. So, I guess Seeker plus land drop. Do they have a land drop in hand right now? No, not even a land drop. Okay, interesting. Come on. Okay, well that does give me the mana that I need. Do I try to get rid of their last card in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think it's worth it. Which means I do need to play Ocean Monastery untapped, which kind of is painful in order to have a good Cosmic Synco into their... Okay, 3 drops, yeah. So playing this untapped lets me Cosmic Synco their 3 drops. I think that's worth it. Yeah. Alright, let's see what's in your hand. So this also needs to fetch black. I guess it's fetching Arctic Mine probably. Yeah, seems about right. Okay, what did they discard? Ooh, nice. A Matcha Sniper Rova. That thing would have actually gone through my counter spells too, so that's especially good for me. So yeah, just hold up Cosmic. If they play anything that's worth Cosmicing, I Cosmic it. If they don't, I flash on Witch's Invocation and hope that I top deck something useful, because I am starting to run out of resources here, while my opponent has Pale Weaver going. They can downtick Pale Weaver to exchange the last card in hand for a Lova or something. In which case, yeah, that's actually a huge problem for me. 1, 4, 5. They still don't have super great top decks. Oh well, I mean no, that's completely fine because it doesn't or yeah, I can't counter that with Cosmic because they have too much mana. So I mean yeah, they get Seeker Verdant finally going. So what? I need to get rid of all of these guys. Beyond Veil would be nice. So right now, Caylin doesn't actually help me because actually I can do 2 Death Pits every turn. That might be enough to keep up with their draw engine. And like if they crack their clues for Seeker 1, 2, 3, 4, they still get 3 mana up, and then that negates Cosmic Sinkhole. Well, I think I fetch. Yeah, I fetch now because I don't want to be drawing lands. And let's see what I draw. I'm back. Oh yeah, that's not useful. I mean, it's better than nothing, but it's not useful right now because they get to go off with Seeker, and I can't do much to stop that from happening. So do I want to flash in Unbound Expanse? Yeah, I think I do because if they flip a Tyrant, I want to be playing stuff post sack. Assuming I leave around Witch's Invocation or whatever. Yeah. So now they get their 3rd clue, and they get to do stuff with Seeker. It's still only... I can't Cosmic Synco any of them. So I just need to hope for Seeker Elizabeth whiff, which seems unlikely. What would a whiff be what would be considered a whiff here? I guess they flip Ramsey, another Pale Weaver, or something like that. Okay, they're just going to cast Recall right now. Sure. That actually lets them dig into their Verdant Sanctuaries. They can Pale Weaver minus to get back at Recall if they want to, but I feel like they're probably just going to... I might actually want to dip into Field Tender right now because that gets them a pretty wide board. Okay, but now they're actually tapped down low enough where I might be able to counter something with that they flip off Seeker if they don't sequence this correctly. Yeah, I can still counter something if they don't uptake Pale Weaver this turn. Actually, my opponent might just end of turn try to use Seeker. Although, like, considering the kind of player they are, they might just main phase Seeker, in which case I do get to punish them with that. Okay, they are doing Seeker with only 2 things. Okay, good. I think I might have a chance now. So I just need them to only flip 1 good thing. Okay, that's good. That's a whiff. That's a Law of Lands. Okay, that needs to be countered. And that's a whiff. Cool. So how do I tap this? Yeah, I guess I tap it like this. Alright, somehow I managed to survive a Seeker activation with just a Cosmic Sinkhole. I'm more than happy about, I guess. They can still Pale Weaver minus it to get Rova back into hand, and then I need to deal with it again next turn. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty good for me. Wait, how do they have 2 cards? Okay, so that means that Unbound Expands Crack that will do something now, which is to discard their 2 cards in hand. Like, if they minus Pale Weaver this turn to get something back from graveyard, then I can actually try to snipe them from hand, and then they need to Pale Weaver again to bring them back. You just crack the remaining clue though, and that still works out for them. Also, they have tons of mana due to all the Primal Resurgences they flipped. If I top deck Beyond the Veil, I think I go after Pale Weaver first and just hope that they don't get good top decks. Or no, if I get Beyond the Veil, I go after Pale Weaver and then crack it and then go after F Seeker, and then that gets rid of most of their things. I want to go after Verdant Sanctuary. I don't think at this point, like, I'm not going after the land drops. They're almost out of stuff from Verdant Sanctuary anyways. They are going to minus Pale Weaver. Okay, so, I mean, they can still protect their stuff by cracking the clue. And that just means that I need to top deck Caylin or something. No, I can't. Caylin top deck doesn't do it. Cracking the clue now. Or yeah, sure. That's scary, but it's bounceable by a single rod, so I'm hoping I top deck Rod of Marble Rolls sometime in the next few draws. Or else I'm just going. Actually, I die in two swings to these things, so I definitely need to top deck that in soon at least. And they're not going to swing for some reason. Okay, I mean I'm not complaining. So that gets me a Plains, and I just have to hope for good top decks. Come on? Oh, come on. What do I do here? I upkeep Crack Unbound Expanse to discard their entire hand. They still get Pale Weaver, stuff going. Yeah, I think this game's probably lost. Or maybe it's not. Is there anything I could draw that would save me here? Like, I'm getting whacked for 9 next turn. They can get back another Rova. I can't stop that from being cast. No, if they try to Pale Weaver, I might have something going on. Alright, well, either ways, I just pass here. No point in keeping islands in hand, right? Because I could have kept stuff to bluff with Winch's Invocation, but I don't want, like, I don't think it's worth doing that, because I don't think my opponent really needs to play around anything that I have right now. Oh wait, they could just plus Pale Weaver, play out 2 lands from Verdant, and then activate Seeker. And I don't have anything to stop the second Seeker activation. Yeah, so it turns out this deck's pretty bad if this is all you draw. What? Some counter spells, no interaction, and a bunch of lands. Like, way too many lands for a deck that runs only a normal amount of lands. I think they also have a guaranteed win on me if they just try to cast Leyran. Or like, if they do this correctly. So what they would need to do is minus Pale Weaver, targeting Leyran, or does it target? If you no, so yeah, minus Pale Weaver. In response, I blink and get the Death Pit trophies on the stack. They crack Clue in response, which leaves 1 card left in hand to swap out with Leyran. Okay, they're just going to attack. Sure, I guess I take. You know what? Actually, I would need some sort of insane sequence of draws somehow, which I don't think my deck can do. It only draws 1 card at a time. So what, like, Nether Verdant? Okay, oh, they're doing that. They're swapping now, finally. And I guess they pick up Leyran. I mean, they can pick up Rova here. No, they're picking up a forest? Or no, they're playing out for it? Okay, I don't know what they're doing now. They're playing out Rova. Did they pick up Rova? Or no, they had another Rova in hand, I guess. It's a Tyrant. If it's Tyrant, I just concede here. 11 mana. Okay, fine. They're doing RFE stuff now. Okay, sure. Okay, so what insane sequence of draws do I need to win? Terraformer's Globe, Beyond the Veil, Crack Unbound Expanse, Rod of Marble Roll. Okay, it was a Rova. Is that legendary? It is, apparently. Okay, oh, it's not legendary. Okay. It has the same name, but it's not legendary. Yeah, I see. So what do I actually need now? Well, actually, I have Witch's Invocation, so I can do stuff during my opponent's turn. So what I need is Terraformer's Globe. During their turn, Beyond the Veil, Crack Unbound Expanse, Rod of Marble Roll. So that gets 3 things off the board, which might be enough to win, right? So it gets rid of Rova for a turn, and Death Pits does knock out everything from their hand. And and then afterwards I would need to draw death. I need to draw like what's that deadly harpoon to blow up the Rova somehow, and then that also. Well, no, they have full mana right now. It's only permanent spells though, right? Yeah, permanent spells, so it doesn't cover these Recall Forgotten Aeons. So if they have a really good permanent spell in hand or something, I guess they can use it on my turn. They're just Recall Forgotten Aeoning a bit though, so. I mean, once they get to 4 guys, I don't think I have anything that can deal with this for my current board state. Also, it's just going to be anticlimactic, and I'm going to top deck like a land or something. Call Forgotten Aeons. You can activate Elizabeth right now if they want. Can't stop that from happening, so like yeah, they get to do Elizabeth swing. You know, if I had Kernel Quarantine right in my deck, maybe that would have been a top deck. Yeah, if I had Kernel Quarantine, I think I might have had a chance if they don't flip like Tyrant Tributes or something. So if they don't flip Tyrant Tributes and I had Kernel Quarantine, it's like Terraformer's Globe, Rack. So yeah, like if I got Terraformer's Globe, I had a chance. Okay, they're going to do. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. Post combat layer and alpha is funny, I guess. Yeah. Well, I think I'm dead for sure. Like, I don't have quarantine. I can't win through this board state. I'm just going to concede because Dravos is taking forever to play out their things. So yeah, game 3. Do I bring in I mean, Kernel Quarantine does technically win me the game sometimes. Yeah, maybe it's worth it. Do I board out the Chronicles then? Chronicles is still good though, right? So what do I board out? Do I board out the Death Pit trophies? I mean, like, so I feel like, yeah, Chronicles probably won't be super relevant because they don't really have removal, so they're not going to kill the 2/1 Fox unless they trade with it, and like Chronicles could win early, but I mean, otherwise I'm looking for cuts, and then it's downhill Forge Master and discard spells, which I don't want to cut into because I can discard lock them. I guess I'll do like the standard trim. This feels bad, but maybe it's maybe like that's how it's supposed to go. But oh, okay. So this hand can easily go wrong if I don't draw anything useful. But I'm keeping this because at least it has a Celson, which can maybe I should should I have boarded in isolated? That deals with the mana lands, kind of. I'm not sure. Okay, so Ocean Monastery. I have Terraformer's Globe too. It's like fine. So Terraformer's Globe, and then I think I have to realign it. Okay, if they're going down to 5, then that's good for me, or good for my chances of winning the game. So yes, since I have all these Terraformer's Globes, I might as well try to preserve my life total. In which case, like I'm fine just fetching island and then to preserve some life. Oh, that's another island. So what? I swear, like if I lose this game because I top deck like 5 lands in a row, I'm going to be very concerned about this deck. Temur. Oh, okay, they don't have a turn 1 play. That's really good for me. Yeah, that's extremely good for me. Well, that's a second mana source, so yeah, I'm hoping that this doesn't like Hermetic Meditate. I guess yeah, it's good if they have Artie. I mean Alexa. I keep mixing up those names. But yeah, like so I just do like actually never mind. I can just Terraformer's Globe 3 times in a row and hope to get something useful from this. Oh, okay, seriously, that is actually just 1, 2. That's like actually no, maybe it isn't above average. Well, whatever. I pass here and I just jam Sailson next turn and hope that does something. Or failing that, I guess I jam Hermetic Meditation next turn into their Pale Weaver Alexa or something. I actually don't have a good thing to grab with Settle right now. Like, I want to grab Long Forgotten. Maybe I just do grab it ahead of time. And then accept that Settle's probably dying for no value. Verdant Sanctuary. Okay, yeah, so I think not boarding into Isolated is going to bite me right now. That's another land. Okay, seriously. How am I getting this many land drops or land draws in a row? So what can I grab? I can try to limit their hand size, but now that they have Verdant Sanctuary out, I don't think it's worth doing that. And also, like, now that they have Verdant Sanctuary out, I think it's a lot less likely for them to get land into yard, so I need to find other ways of getting cards out of their hand. So I mean, I have a Sales on here. I'm just not sure what to do with Settle. Maybe I just make it 1. Yeah, maybe I just make it 1/1 and start trying to do stuff on board. Like, I don't think they can easily deal with Sailson anyways, so Yeah. So yeah, Settle-san. This is, I really do not want to be zeroing Settle currently, but like this is, I don't have any other options right now, so I'm forced to. And do I rail line this turn? You know what? Sure, let's rail line again. Keep my land count low in case I top deck Unbound Expanse. So if they have Recall Forgotten Aeon, they get to dig pretty hard into their Verdant Sanctuary, and there's not much I can do to stop that. On the bright side though, like if I get a single Caylin top deck, I think like so Settle minuses to grab Rod of the discard Rod, and I can just keep discard Rodding my opponent. They're still doing two draw. Okay, Elizabeth, I guess. Yeah, Elizabeth. Do I hermetic meditation that? No, I don't think that's worth it. Actually, no, it might be worth it if they get enough clues. So let's see. Kind of quarantine. Okay, so that actually is useful because that actually counters Roba pretty nicely. So do I Hermec the Seeker? They're just going to block if I do that. I can grab a discard rod. They're just going to start pitching stuff from hand though. I can grab Rod Marlborough and bounce Seeker Elizabeth. That do anything? I don't think so. Actually no, it might do something. No, they just replay out Seeker and then play another land next turn, and that doesn't work well. That doesn't work out for me at all. Yeah, I mean, I always swing here, so like, yeah, they take, and then now I need to figure out what to do with this Settle-san. I can zero again and make another 1/1. They get another clue. Yeah, this is really hard for me. You know what? Let's just get Rod. I can just grab the discard Rod and start doing stuff with it. Like maybe eventually oh, actually I could have grabbed that Deadly Harpoon. That might have been better. But whatever. I'm just going to start discard Rodding them because I can't think of anything better to do. Like, next turn maybe I just grab Long Forgotten if they discard something that can't be gotten with Long Forgotten. Discard Ramsey. Interesting. I guess they don't have lands in hand then. I mean, which makes sense, sort of. That's how they kept, but still. So this, I mean, I have nothing to do this turn, so I guess I'll use this opportunity to just play out stuff. If I get kind of attributed, then that kind of sucks for me, but whatever. Like, if that happens, I was losing anyways. I don't see how they're tiring. They can Pale Weaver, plus get 2 Elizabeth trigger. I mean, they just recall Forgotten Aeons and get 2 Elizabeth triggers, and then now I need to worry about Elizabeth activation, which means I counter that with Hermetic Meditation. After they've already gotten full value off of it, yeah, like, that is something that could happen. I mean, on the bright side, like, maybe they don't get anything super important with that. But the thing is, like, having clues hanging around is just annoying for me. I also still don't have an enchantment for, or no, once I get Long Forgotten, I'll have Kernel Quarantine flash up, so I'm assuming Settle is probably dying soon. Okay, Primal Resurgence, sure, they have a lot of mana now, which is concerning when I have absolutely no answers to their board. So at least Kernel Quarantine answers Layer and Alpha pretty well. Also, like, one of the best possible draws for me right now would probably be Unbound Expanse, probably. Yeah, something like that. So sack this. What do I need to grab? I want blue. Okay, yeah, I just want State Tundra, I guess. Actually, no, I have enough blue. I probably needed more black, but whatever. Oh, there we go. That's something, at least. Finally have Caylin going. So what can I do with Caylin with this board state? Death Pit Trophy isn't doing much. I can try to bounce everything they have. Bouncing Secret doesn't do much though, either. I can try to draw cards, yes. Oh no, I put her meditation on Secret Elizabeth and then take it off once they've finished their turn or something. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so they definitely cannot kind of tributes me yet, which is good for me. Yeah, I swing with Settle-san. Actually, so I think I grab. Do I have another discard? No, I boarded out a discard rod, didn't I? Let me check. Yeah, so I guess I grabbed the bounce rod, get Seeker Elizabeth out of there so that they can't do the full Seeker thing. I mean, they still can do the full Seeker combo, but not very efficiently. And also because it's literally the only good rod I have left over. I don't have another Hermetic Meditation. Like, it would actually been really nice if I had Hermetic Meditation left in my deck, because then I can minus settle to get it, but I can't do that right now, so I just minus settle, grab rod, bounce Seeker, Caylin, pick up Settle-san. Hope that my opponent doesn't flip anything super great with Seeker, which is really risky play. Or actually, I can minus settle and then bounce it, play out grab Deadly Harpoon, sacking Settle for that, blow up Seeker. But I need to get Long Forgotten too, so I'm not sure how I'm going to make this work out for me. Yeah, this is really annoying. Okay, so I play out Caylin, grab pick up Settle. Did I play a land this turn actually? Yeah, I did. Okay, I can't. Maybe I just put everything back a turn and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can cast Recall Forgotten Aeon next turn, but that's fine because Settle can just grab a Rod of Marlborough. Yeah, I guess I'll go with that logic. But that means that Settle-san grabs the Bounce Rod right now. No, it needs to grab Long I guess I've already decided what I'm doing. And this is not great, but whatever, I have nothing better to do right now. I really should have grabbed Long Forgotten way earlier. But yeah, so now I run out Caylin at sorcery speed and pick up Settle-san. Oh wait, no. Yeah, that does mean that I have to let them resolve like Caylin or Elizabeth flip. Oh well, I guess I just hope that they don't get anything super great off it. Like if they flip Tyrant Tributes, then rip me, I guess. If they don't, then I guess like I still have a chance. Rova's fine. I think like Rova's fine mostly. Yeah, Rova's fine. Leyran Alpha, I can fully block a Leyran Alpha attack. So I just need him to not flip two good things or one Tyrant Tributes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I have 15 things, so if they tyrant me, I need to pick up one thing, and then I have to sack half my board. Get up the RFE before they can cast it. Okay, come on. Okay, so yeah, they are doing the Elizabeth thing. So yeah, I just need to hope for not the Tyrant Tributes. I mean, that's doable, right? They only have 2 Tyrant Tributes in their. They only have 1 Tyrant Tributes in their deck. I just need them to not flip that single card, and I should be fine. I really should have went for the Hermetic Meditation play instead, honestly. Or like so if I did my Settle earlier to grab Long Forgotten, then I would have been pretty happy this turn just doing Hermetic Meditation on Seeker and then play out Caylin, pick up Settle-san. But since I didn't do that, I now need to contend with 1 Seeker activation and hope that it doesn't blow me up. Well, actually, no, it's actually fine. It's also fine because the Rod of Marlborough. No, they're just going to hardcast a 7-drop. Oh, are they? They have Rova. I see. Well, it's fine because I can still kill that. I just need to use up my Settle to kill that. But I think Settle has already done everything that it needs to do. Or I mean, I just kernel quarantine. Like if my board doesn't get blown up, end of turn I pick up Rod. And then I pick up Settle-san. How would I need to sequence this? Also, so now the good news, at least, is that Rova is now a whiff because I don't think they need multiple Rovas right now. Okay, so come on. Okay, that's good. That's not okay. That's not great, but that's fine. And that's 2 Leyran Alphas. Well, at least I have Kernel Quarantine. I mean, it's going to be a pretty hard hit on me, but at least it deals with everything afterwards. Do I just have to take all of that in the face? No, I can trade off one of the warriors. And they're going to Pedal Weaver minus immediately. Are they? Probably just going to Pedal Weaver plus to get some stuff down. Okay, so the good news is they might divert some of their wolves into Settle-san, which means that I get to save some life there. If they don't divert their wolves, they need to send at least 3 wolves into Settle-san, in which case I just let Settle-san die. And I have Long Forgotten. No, I still don't have anything good off Long Forgotten. And then after that, I just pick up Rod of Marlborough. Need Kernel Quarantine Rod Caylin to save it. That's kind of hard to do. That's like really mana intensive to do. Also, the other good thing about Kernel Quarantine is that their only artifact their only enchantment destruction is Ultimate Surveyor, which does not blow up Kernel Quarantine because it's too expensive. So let's see if they let Settle-san live. If they do let it survive. Oh, actually no, I can Hermetic Meditation to. Okay, so I think I have a plan now. So I Hermetic Meditation to Pedal Weaver, bounce Caylin, and then Kernel Quarantine. So that spends all my mana. I guess it works out sort of. Like it works out technically, but not great. Are they full sending into Settle-san? Like if they're not full sending, then okay. Well, do they have some? Okay, what combat tricks do they have? Literally nothing. Okay, I don't see how this ends up how I end up getting punished for this play, so I'll just go for it. Like, do they have any ways to buff up things at instant speed? Or, I mean, do they have any creatures that do stuff? Well, I guess, oh, right, they're not full sending at Settle Song because they want the counters from, okay, good. So that actually ends up working out really well for me. So I think I upkeep, yeah, I think I have to upkeep their Kernel Quarantine in case they try to drop stuff end of turn. And then I have to hope that, I mean, they're still full of resources right now, but so am I, actually, in a way. Yeah. So now the question becomes, how do I make use of this board state? Cosmic Cinco is not very useful right now. Actually, I can hold up a Cosmic for 1. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, they have 9 mana going to next turn. So Cosmic is useless. I don't think I can make use of anything right now. Yeah, I mean, so Settle can +1 it herself and swing to get me 3 life. That's probably the best I could do, right? Yeah. And I don't have Witch's Invocation yet, so I can't do funny Caylin plays. I really wish I could, but I can't right now, so yeah. But that lets me save Selson and Caylin. Like, I still have the Caylin stuff engine going. Or actually, do I need to save Selson right now? I could just Maya Settle to grab a rod, or another rod, and start... Can't do anything. No, Settle has nothing good to fetch left. Maybe I do just let Settle die. Because, like, what am I doing? What else am I doing with Settle other than plussing to give stuff lifelink? I guess I can keep making 1/1s with her, too. Otherwise, like, right? Because I just don't have anything to do with Settle Son. Or, no, once it comes, it can fetch a Deadly Harpoon. Yeah, that's worth it. So, I mean, just gain the life, I guess. Just might as well. Picking deck clicks? Yeah. So, I have Witch's Invocation. Let's see if Dravos brings up some scenario that makes Witch's Invocation really good, and that, or let's see if they dream up a scenario where Witch's Invocation suddenly makes this a good play. Because, so what would this need to, what would need to happen? Like, they tried to do some weird blocking stuff, and I flash in some random stuff. Okay, yeah, they do block. Damage happens, I gain 3 life. No trickeries here. So I can actually pick up Zelson, replay it, have enough mana left over for Kernel Quarantine, I think. Yeah, but that means I'm no longer saving Caylin. Or no, so I can minus to get Rod from Selson and bounce Caylin to my hand that way. And that lets me go into the opponent's turn with Selson. Or no, I can just let Selson stay around. Why am I? Yeah, because Selson isn't a creature during my opponent's turn, so I can just safely Kernel Quarantine it. In that case, yeah, I don't have to bounce Selson, so I guess I just bounce Terraformer's Globe and draw a card from that. Or I can Death Pit Trophy, or I can Terraformer's Globe. I think I'll Terraformer's Globe. So Terraformer's Globe, Rod, yeah, that works out. So yeah, draw a card. That's useless. Maybe I should have Death Pit trophied them just because I might be able to long forgotten something useful. But yeah, I guess that's everything I can do right now. So I just do this, and oh yeah, I also Hermetic Meditation my opponent's thing. I need to remember to do that. And I passed the turn. So yeah, that was a pretty complex turn for me. Hopefully this works out. Like, if they find Tyrant Tributes, then yeah, whatever. I wasn't winning anyways. Alright, no, I think this board can win through Tyrant, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I just have to sack 7 stuff, which I can sack these guys. I'm not sure, actually. I think I should have tried harder to harass their hand with Death Pit. Yeah, Death Pit Trophy was probably better than Terraformer's Globe there. Although if I find Beyond the Veil, it suddenly becomes a lot better. If they have layer and alphas, they might want to play them pre-combat, which means I would be able to snipe them. Okay, well, I guess it's not happening. So if they RFE and then try to use that to get, no, they don't have RFEs left in graveyard. They would need to RFE from hand or something. I think, like, at this point, my opponent probably knows that I'm on Kernel Quarantine because, like, this is super telegraphed. So they're probably not going to play anything pre-combat, and that forces me to Kernel Quarantine. Then they get to play out some stuff afterwards. Hopefully it's, like, they have infinite mana, so they have a lot of good stuff they can play out afterwards. And then now I need to somehow win with this board state. Oh, forgot. Okay, yeah, that's fine-ish. They get too greedy. If I get too greedy, that's a problem. if they have another Seeker Elizabeth, yeah, like the problem here is that if they have another Seeker, they can just play out the Seeker and then activate it. Actually, no, there is. So the thing is, so I can do stuff here, or I can repeatedly kernel quarantine with Caylin. It costs 8 mana each loop, but that's completely doable because I have enough mana for that, and that puts the board on. It basically puts the board in stalemate, or at least until they find a Tyrant Tributes. In which case, yeah, I die to Tyrant Tributes super hard. But I mean, we already know that's the case. Okay, they okay, so I guess I need to kernel quarantine now because I need to prevent the Secret Elizabeth activating. So that means that they have they have enough for layer on alpha if they have one, which they could have certainly. Layer on alpha means that Seto-san dies, and every time I do the kernel quarantine loop, Rova gets the trigger, which is a problem. Okay, so I do get to exile everything that they have. Attach it. I mean, like, maybe I didn't need to do that. Maybe I could have played the Time of Tributes lottery. Because now, like, they might have a second Elizabeth in hand, and they just get to activate that. And it seems like that's what's happening. Oh no, like it's still fine, but it's not great for me. Oh no, they're just jamming layer and alpha, I guess, which I can deal with just Caylin, right? No, I need to get Death Pitch Trophy or I need to get Deadly Harpoon to deal with that, and I can't do that. So maybe I should have picked up Seto-san. Well, so yeah, I think like at this point we're doing the kernel quarantine loop, and we just keep doing the kernel quarantine loop. That's really annoying. Come on. Oh well, that prevents. So that does prevents Time Tributes from getting me. So that's being reserved for Time Tributes because that's literally the only card that goes through the kernel quarantine loop. Caylin will stop a layer and alpha attack. I guess so. I rod one of the wolves, and then on my opponent's turn, so I need to flash in Caylin. At end step, I pick up kernel quarantine, pick up rod. Doesn't work out very well for me, but I guess I have to do that. So play Caylin, pick up rod the wolf, use it. Try to block layer and alpha. If they have Rova, then I actually have kernel quarantine backup. So then if they have Rova, then I break glass in case of emergency and pick up kernel quarantine or something. Or maybe I think I can just take a hit from layer and alpha. Yeah, okay. Just start working on their board. Or working through their board, I mean. And then get planes. Actually, if I equip Caylin, I get to beat one Rova, which I think is worth doing. I guess so. So yeah, now we got this going on. And get all RFEs. They got these clues which they cannot keep cracking. They have another layer in alpha. I guess I'm in pretty big trouble too. Once I get Witchin's Vacation though, then the kernel quarantine loop actually becomes a thing because I can just Caylin can always bounce itself with broad at instant speed. I think I also need to start worrying about Druvatia possibly ulting in the same turn it comes down, or can I do that? No, they're still pretty far away from that, so I just have to hope that doesn't happen. And they did draw their single copy of Time of Tributes. It would be nice if they did, so that I can counter it and then stop worrying about keeping up Lost to Dreams for that. And okay, so I guess they're out of cool. If they're out of stuff, then that's extremely good for me. What are they doing? Field Tender, oh, that's going to be extremely annoying for me still, but yeah, I guess I have to let it resolve because I need to keep Lost Through Dreams for actually important stuff, which means it's the board's going to get flooded with 1/1s, which aren't good, which are really annoying for me, but that's still fine. Actually, how many Rovas do they run 2 Rovas? Are they out of Rovas now? No, they have 1 more Rova left, right? Yeah. Okay, maybe I should have tried to Long Forgotten Their Land. Wait, when did they get their second land into... Okay, well, whatever. I'll be able to Long Forgotten Their Lands next turn, yes. Just need them to start cracking their clues, so that... 2 Field Tenders? Oh, okay, well, that's problematic. I mean, if they tap out, though, that's fine for me, because I'll just have to sorcery speed the kernel quarantine. I can still do that, so... It still works out for me. So what, like, bounce Rod. On my turn, swing with Caylin, bounce... Can I still keep up Lost Through Dreams after that? I need what? So I need only 5 mana total for that play. Yeah, I can keep up Lost Dreams after that. Are they running out? They still can't run out Time of Tributes, so as long as it's not Time of Tributes, I'm not countering. Ultimate Surveyor does not do anything. Like if they blow up Long Forgotten, then that's unfortunate, but that's completely fine. Or 1, 2, 3. I can tap out now if I want, but that's bad. Yeah, I just let it happen. Or I mean, I can also just pick up Long Forgotten in response. Although that, like if they have 2 ultins, then yeah, they get to screw me over. They're going to try to blow up the Death Pit trophy. Do I just let it die? They only have 1 card in hand. Maybe it's worth getting rid of their last card in hand. Maybe. Do I do that? I mean, it's either that or do I know for sure that I'm current quarantining next turn? I think I don't have Widgetification right now, so I don't think it's worth trying to preserve Death Pit trophy. They do make some guys for me. Okay, yeah. So the last card they jammed this turn, like if they do jam any, oh yeah, right. Also they have clues to crack, so Death Pit trophy wouldn't have done anything anyways. If they jam last card in hand, I will Cosmic Sinkhole it because I don't see how Cosmic is going to be ever active again. So like, please crack some clues so that I don't have to. Yeah, okay, there we go. So now Secret Elizabeth isn't immediately active when it comes down, which means I can do the loop, and the second time it's better for me because now they're actually kind of low on resources. They still have 1 million mana, but as long as I actually have enough mana where I can do the loop and then still keep up Caylin in hand, and I think that just locks down the game, which is really nice for me. Okay, they're tapping out. Another Alexa. Do I pick up her meditation? Or no, I just counter this, right? Yeah. No point in doing anything else now. So now they're finally getting to combat. I guess they probably don't attack this turn, and then that means next turn I pick up Rod. Caylin definitely doesn't want to attack here either, so yeah, pick up Rod. Rod Caylin, pick up Kernel Quarantine, and then upkeep Kernel Quarantine. Or can I afford to upkeep Kernel Quarantine though? Okay, I actually, they have 2 lands in yard, so I do get to upkeep not forgotten them at least. Oh, yeah, EOT bounce Rod. It would have been really bad if I forgot to do that. Which is okay. There we go. Finally. Can I do everything I want to do? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. I need to stack them better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only have 8 mana. I think it's safer for me to just play it safe, which means I need to bounce Kernel Quarantine and then also Rod to Caylin, and I have to do it exactly in that order because that's how it works. Yeah. Well, what are the chances they have something good in hand? If they have anything good, I'll just Lost Dreams it, so it's fine. So yeah. That's 1 million ETBs all going off at once. Unfortunately, at least, like, none of them are super important. Also, like, I'm pretty sure I need to do I need to do this on my turn? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I need to do this on my turn, so that means I need to Rod the Caylin back to my hand, and then do the Kernel Quarantine again during my turn, because, no, I don't need to do it on my turn. I can just, I tap for, I think I tap like that. Let's see if they want to crack anything end of turn. And that's another Lost Dreams. Okay, well, now I need to do this before they get the chance to start playing lands. I don't think they can do anything, right? Like, they don't have enough for Secret Elizabeth trigger to activate Seeker, and nothing else has abilities. So I think this is pretty. I don't think they can do anything against. I guess they can start cracking some clues, but none of their guys have flash, so it still works out for me. Guess they're cracking clues, sure, but I don't know what that accomplishes. Do they have any flash things that can stop the Kernel Quarantine? Yeah, I don't think so. Does mean that my next loop is worse because they have an Ultimate Surveyor out, which will be able to blow up something every time this loop happens. But yeah, I mean, I do have the board on lock, so if they play anything threatening, I Lost Two Dreams it. If they don't, then I flash out Caylin end of turn and start doing Caylin stuff. Or actually no, I flash out Caylin and then do Widgetification, and now I have Widgetification Caylin going with the Kernel Quarantine loop, which I still need to worry about Ultimate Surveyor blowing stuff up, but it's significantly less bad for me. Another Seeker. Okay, well, they play it post everything that happened, so that's completely fine. Well, they are building up Seeker Elizabeth still. Alright, flash out Caylin if turn, pick up... Do I pick up Rod or do I pick up Terraformers? I mean, I have Legends Invocation going soon, so that will let me do... I think I picked up Globe because I actually need to start drawing into useful stuff. Or no, I can just pick up Rod and then like start attacking them and killing them in 3 turns. Oh, well, that's also really convenient. Yeah, I don't need to Rod anymore when I can just Beyond the Veil them now. So let's just get Seeker out of there. Do I need to do anything else? I mean, I guess I can pick up Terraformers Globe. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I just pick up a rail line and then I can't do anything with the mana though, which is a problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess 5 mana is enough to do stuff with. Yeah, sure. I guess they're cracking the clue. Sure, that's fine. I don't think they have anything that can stop Caylin from going nuts. And then I just end the turn holding up Witch's Invocation and Friends and 2 Lasso Dreams in case they start trying to do funny stuff. Nothing worth exiling right now. Actually, now that I have 2 Lasso Dreams, I can actually counter 1 Leyran Alpha if they top deck that. Olten Surveyor. Alright, fine. I guess that resolves. I'll just pick up whatever they try to blow up, right? That's usually how it goes. Yeah, I have nothing else worth picking up with Caylin, so I'll just do that. Okay, well, they're making the tokens for me. That's nice. And they just pass the turn afterwards. Alright, I don't think they have instant speed stuff, so Flash and Witch's Invocation, Flash and Beyond the Veil, get rid of Olten Surveyor. Sure, might as well also cantrip with this. Okay, that's lands for later on. And Unbound Expanse, which I think is actually active right now for me. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. So I guess I'll do this. Unbound Expanse, make the planes. I want the other planes, please. And then I pick up Terraformers Globe again, right? Yeah. So I'm at 10% battery. Oh, that's not good. Okay, well, hopefully this game ends soon, or else I'm actually going to like lose because I run out of battery. Or actually, I also want to swing with these guys. So I'm just hoping this game ends. Like this game should end next turn if things go well. Okay, they make a clue. They crack the clue. Do they have anything? They die if I don't have anything. I just Beyond the Veil them. Still thinking. Okay, well, might actually have to switch. Yeah, I think I might have to plug my laptop in if this ends up taking even longer than this. Okay, Reclamation Grove Sculptor. Screw you, this gets countered. I don't want to deal with this. Actually, I want to tap it like this, I think, yeah. If you have time tributes, then whatever. Alright, cool. Does this win me the game, please? Right, I'm pretty sure you don't have instant speed stuff, so I'm just going to like swing now, and then... Do I win here? Come on. GG. Okay, finally. Sure. Anyways, that was some really long games. The deck showed its worth, so we're moving. Hopefully, we win the next 2 games and we top cut. But yeah, so that's everything, and hopefully we'll see you next time.